Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Tamsidalvi, and today I'll be showing you how to make your boring drone photos turn into a little more epic, more dramatic. So this photo is taken at the Sansuki area of New South Wales in Australia. It's a series of photos that I took over one weekend. The clouds were ominous, there's rain around the corner. I really like the environment that I was in, and so I took some photos from my DJI Mavic Pro. And the one that I actually settled down to select as the one to edit is this one. I feel it's got a really nice composition. I think I can do a lot with it to get into the colors that I really want. And the vision that I have for the colors for this, basically to enhance the existing colors in it and to bring out the clouds a little more, bring out the texture in them, make them a little more moody. And because it has to be uploaded on Instagram, it has to pop a little bit, because most people will be seeing it on a small screen or even as a thumbnail, so those photos need to have a little more oomph in them. So basically the first thing that I want to do is that I don't like this jetty over here, and also because there's this leading line over here, I want to make it feel like a panoramic image, so just give it that very wide angle feel. I'll just crop it to my heart's desire. So basically it might not be the best rule of thirds, the horizon somewhere in the middle, just that because there's a lot else happening in this photo, I think that still works. There's this leading line that is coming in from the waves, and then this bridge that's going across, so I think I'm still good. So for this photo, mostly, usually I do a lot more color correction in this tab, but for this photo, because it's pretty well exposed, there's not a lot that I want to do with it in terms of exposure. It's just the stylistic changes that I want to make with it. So I feel, I'll use this tab as more stylistic lever. So basically what I have in mind, because I wanted to two-toned image, just enhance the oranges here and bring out the blues or the teals over here. So I'll basically cool it up quite a bit. It might feel like it's going over the top, but then I'll go into local adjustments and then change that. I don't want to do a lot with the exposure or everything else, because it's somewhere along the ballpark of where I want it to be. I'll just start with basically a bit of vignetting. Usually I do that in the end, but just because I want to change some colors on the edges. So I'm doing it first so that this is the amount of vignetting I'm comfortable with. So let me just go here. So I'll go to local adjustments now, and this is where I'll be doing a couple of things with regards to clouds. When you have clouds and you want to make them dramatic, clarity is probably the best lever to move, and I'll be doing that later on. But for now, I want to work on the colors. So basically, a couple of radial filters, and then increasing. So basically, using the temperature slider to actually change the colors. Do a bit of clarity here, do a bit of contrast, maybe reduce the exposure a little bit. Okay, and then I'll duplicate it the same, move it here, maybe bring it here a little bit, and duplicate that and move it here as well. So basically I'm just bringing in the pops of oranges that I could see in the sky at that time, and just bringing them into certain areas of the clouds to have that color contrast between the green or the teals and the oranges. Now I'll work on a graduated filter, and this is where I'll actually make the clouds a little more dramatic. I'll add that clarity slider. Let me see how far I want to go. Let me reduce the highlights a little bit. I'll reduce the exposure as well. Probably gone too far. Let's see. This is the time when you actually do a lot of back and forth. So I think just want to maintain this within the clouds, because it was flowing through and then increasing the contrast. This was like going too far. This is fine. I'll just go back to the graduated filter. Let's see if I want to maybe increase just keep the highlights where they are. Increase the highlights, reduce the blacks a little bit, and the clarity is in the place that I actually want it to be. For these, I actually want to increase the dehaze, in fact reduce the dehaze a little bit here as well, just to give it a little bit of a glow beyond where we are. So what this does is that it reduces the exposure a little bit, increases the exposure, so I'm bringing down the exposure, maybe making it a little more orange. Yeah. So this part of the image, I think it has become a little too dark, so I'll just reduce the exposure a little bit. Maybe the clouds have become way too more dramatic than they actually were at that time, so I don't want to go overboard. So I think I'm in the ballpark of where I want to take this photo. Maybe it looks like this it could require a little bit of so this is where I want to take it, maybe increase the vignette a little bit. Yeah. So basically we took this photo. Yeah, so this is one of the edited ones, but what I'll do is basically, I think I forgot that I did that as well. So because there's a lot of blue in this photo and there's this orange patches there, there's this ray of light that's falling through, and I want to enhance that a little bit. So I just bring it here, invert it a little bit, then increase the feather quite a bit, and I think I'm in the ballpark of where I want to be. And just go back, tweak a little more. Yeah. So this is where I actually wanted to take this photo, and this is what my vision of this photo was. I hope you found this interesting. If you want to have a look at more of my tutorials in Lightroom or Photoshop or filmmaking, do subscribe to my channel and hit that